On the day that it's emerged that we've got a net migration figure of around 672,000 and last year's figure has magically been rounded up to 745,000, it turns out we've moved serving military heroes out of a rat-infested barracks and into shipping containers. We have people who fight and die for this country living in a 15-foot by 6-foot wide prison because we've had to move them out of accommodation where rodents could bite them in the night. This country has lost its flipping mind. The equivalent of the entire population of Manchester, plus about another 120,000 people net this year, can be welcomed in. We can find room for all of these people. Oh, and by the way, if you've got a problem with those numbers, then you're a bigot. And if you've got a problem with the 745,000 we welcomed last year, you must be an even bigger bigot. And this isn't just now legal migration, OK? The reason why I know this country has lost its flipping mind is the way we treat illegal migrants compared to our military heroes. Where are the human rights lawyers for our military personnel? Where are Just Stop Oil blocking a bus carrying young men prepared to fight for Britain into shipping containers? Where are the bleeding heart liberals? Where's the outrage, apart from on this sofa right now? Earlier this year, I went to Ealing to report on ordinary Brits living in shipping containers. Here's what some of them look like on the inside and the outside as well. These are the same size or bigger, by the way, than the ones that we're putting members of our armed forces in. If it is inhumane and cruel and unusual punishment to house someone who has illegally entered Britain in a hotel or a barge with a gym, a basketball court, an on-site medical facility, the ability to come and go as you please, a canteen and a computer room, then surely it is inhumane to house someone who was born and bred here, has or is prepared to suffer the horrors of war for king and country in even worse accommodation. People on the Bibby Stockholm have better facilities and more freedom than some members of our armed forces. Let that sink in. And we have an entire section of the media, hundreds of politicians, goodness knows how many charities, a small army of human rights lawyers, some of them who were found to be taking bribes to lie about asylum claims, and one bunch of weird environmental loons all teaming up to fight their corner. Could you imagine how quickly this problem would be sorted if those high and mighty moral bastions of virtue decided to actually go into bat for the people prepared to die to save their lives? Whistleblowers speaking to the Mail said, "We don't let asylum seekers stay in places like this, so why the hell do we do it to our own troops who risk their lives? We're a very, very busy unit and we perform in a high standard across the globe. It's then a kick in the teeth to come back and live in squalor. The rooms are tiny, you can't put a TV in there." I mean, for me, this is just bias. It's actually reverse racism. It's all right for working-class British lads to be sent into battle, suffer the trauma of war, and then come home to a rat-infested room or a shipping container, but it's a complete outrage when all the nice hotels are too full, so we have to put illegal migrants on a refurbished barge instead. Look, I'll say it again, this country has lost its flipping mind.